Yeah, we back at it, man. You know, this is the 3 times. Got a very special guest on the show today. You know, you got getting in with Payne. For people who don't know what's going on, this is the first special joint. Getting in with Payne. That's when you're doing 2, 3 things, 100 things. You just getting it in, you know. And over here, you fuck with people who getting it in. You know what I mean? And for today, we got a very special guest. You know what I mean? It's an honor, and privilege. You know what I'm saying? What's up, brother? How you doing? You know what I mean?
All is well, all is well, all is well. Salute.
I hear the voice. I ain't got to do too much, but we're going to get into it. You know what I'm saying? This is a very major public figure. We're in Brooklyn and soon to be worldwide. You know what I'm saying? We talk about a mentor. You know, you got a documentary coming out. You got a book coming out. You know what I'm saying? The brother's getting it in. This is why he's on the gym. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing personal. This is how it is. You know, you getting it in, you fuck with the gym. You know what I mean? That's what gym is about, getting it in. So, brother, how you doing, man? Let the people know your name and where you from, and you know what you do.
I am Tip Top. I am King Tip Top DTN. That's me. Tip Top Flatbush. You know,
appreciate it.
Supporting Jen has always been supporting Jen from I want to say day one. Every time I do an event, Jen is always there. You know.
Yeah, you was one of the first people. I gotta just get into it, man. I'm not gonna be scripted. You was one of the first people when it came to the party shit. I see my man Nori just be like, he stays shit that people like, yo, I want to hear that. When it comes to the party shit, apparently you was one of the first people to bring celebrities to the party. You know what I mean? Sometimes I got to go off script. Let's get it, man. We're going to get circled, you know? How true is that? Because you brought some real people to parties that took promotion to a whole different level.
Let's get it clear, because people going to be like, yo, he didn't bring artists. He was the first one to bring them.
One of the first. They got one of the first.
Now I'm saying turning it up for Brooklyn. I was basically the main head honcho and bringing people.
This is what I'm trying to bring around here. This is what they're saying here.
Yeah. I mean, you know, some people want to get technical, like, yo, we talking about the city, we talking about this, we talking about that.
Right. That's why I want you to get right and exact. I don't want to be the bad guy 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. me and my dude, rest in peace, Brooklyn Tricky.
That's my guy. He made me meet Faith Evans, yo. That shit's crazy, bro. I met the whole Little C's, the whole of Money and Violence. Yo, shout out my nigga Montana. He's my guy always. You know, ain't nothing gonna happen to Montana on my watch. You know, you know what I mean? Like, that's a great dude, man. Brooklyn Tricky definitely did a lot for the culture, man. Is no question about that at all, man. That was beautiful. So let's go into that. So, all right. So I mean, damn, we outside, right? Fuck it. So you had a few people you brought through. I mean, who was one of the biggest people you brought that you felt most happy about being there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I did this. Okay, I did my part. Let me go to something else now. So you're getting it in. This is what getting about. Like, you boom, you do some shit, and you conquer it, and then you go to something else. You know what I mean? Like, you got to keep moving. You know.
I mean, my biggest one was Nassau Coliseum when we brought Rick Ross, French Montana, Movado, and Waka Floppy.
Ross came to the hood. Ross plus with Gintv. You see, I got drops. We got the most drops in the industry right now. I want you to know that. I'm going to run with that. I'm going to hit Deb. I'm going to hit Big U and see who's getting viral now. But I'm letting you know. I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm just telling you, we have the most drops in the world right now. We have reggae drops. We got soca drops. And we got hip hop drops. We got drops on people that passed away. We got drops on Nipsey Hussle, bro.
Dope.
We got drops on Prodigy. People don't have these drops. And they probably bigger than us. So then what? But we're not going to do all that, man. We're just going to be at hand. Yeah, Rick Ross came to the hood. Right, Rick Ross came to the hood. And the spot was nice. I feel like some Nori shit right now. The spot was nice. It was gangster. It was upstairs. It was dark. It was no COVID shit. There was no social distance. You would have loved the social distancing around that time, right?
Yeah, we ain't nothing about no social distancing.
Listen, so let's fast forward a little bit. As far as the entrepreneurship, what was that about? How do you feel that life? What do you think was one of the what is the biggest myths of being an entrepreneur in certain field, as far as the restaurant vibe? What do you think of the biggest myth, restaurant-wise?
Restaurant-wise,
yeah, you know,
that it can't be done once you focus and once you got the right people in place to mentor you, guide you, and give you great advice. You can't go wrong. You know what I'm saying? And even coming home from prison, you know, a lot of people have ambitions, but you know, they just don't. They don't have the right places to take their ambitions to get the right guidance. And some people who've been in the streets for years while you've been incarcerated, your mental stage being incarcerated, your mental stage is either two things. You can either have peace at mental stage and be able to rebuild yourself, or you could just be locked up and still have the same mental stage and come home doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But if you really focus, man, you got to remember you're ahead of the game. I remember back in the days when Jay-Z said, when I do my vacations, I do it on the Mediterranean Sea, and I don't even take no phones with me.
Why is it rhyming, right? Why is it rhyming, right? Why did it have to rhyme?
I'm just stating facts, man. And it was just like,
real talk. That's what I'm saying.
It was like, okay, and then now I realized when I was in prison, I ain't had no phones with me. I didn't have that distraction. You know what I'm saying? It made me become more focused. Now I understood what Jay-Z meant.
You know, we appreciate you being out here. You're getting it in, man. Like I said, I don't know if I mentioned before, but you got the mentioning thing going on. I probably didn't mention it because I was just so excited, you know, to get the shit rolling. You know, how is that mentoring thing about? Talk to me a little about that before we get too crazy and turn it all the way up.
The mentoring program actually, man, is dealing with youths from 12, 13, and all the way up to adults. You know what I'm saying? Mentoring kids who need guidance, direction.
13?
Yeah. Believe you got to remember these kids are out in the streets from how long?
This is true.
These kids
in the streets
is mad early.
Come coincide. Okay, continue.
Yeah, they in the streets from mad early. You got entrepreneurs that's 11, that's 10, 11. You know what I'm saying? Okay. They entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? And they in the field. You know, they might not be
with the right people.
But they get in the, so now you know you need a mentor behind
There's different Romeos out there. Little Romeos out there. There's more Romeos out there.
All day, you know. So it's like we try not to leave behind the kids in the village. You know what I'm saying? Just try to, even if you could plant something in their head, even in their ears. You know what I'm saying? They might not get it right there and then, but later on down the line, they're gonna get it. It's gonna come. It's gonna pop in their head. They're gonna remember. Like I remember hearing this. Like, oh, okay, because that was the same thing with me. You know, I didn't start reflecting on things. My brain didn't start reflecting on things until 7 years later when I was incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I remember when my mentor told me this. You know what I'm saying? So it's giving. It's basically doing that, man. Giving awareness to everyone.
Okay, so listen now. You got a book coming out. What the fuck is the book about? What is this about? You got a book. You're getting it in. What is this book about? You got a whole book coming out, bro. It don't even matter what day, what hour. The fact is a book is coming out after all of that. After all of fucking that, right? And I'm the bad guy. After all of that, you got a book coming out. What about this book? We're gonna get to all that. How I could keep in contact with him, and what the book is about, basically. What is this book about now?
My book is about my life and how I grew up, where I grew up from, you know, from UK days, Flatbush.
Understandable.
Just everything, you know, parties, stuff that I've been through, incarceration, family. You know, there's a lot of things that people are inquisitive about when it comes to me that I never really paid attention to.
Understandable.
And I was like, yo, you know what? A lot of people used to be like, yo, you've been through a lot. You need to write a book. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like,
it makes sense.
All right, you know, and at the end of the day, when you look at it, I feel like I know that I'm a credible living legend. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of.
This is why he was nominated. You know. No problem.
There's not a lot of living legends.
This is the fact.
You know, that can really write a book, and it's everybody can read the book, and and I'm gonna say at least 85% of the people that reads the book that knows me knows my shit is real. It's gonna be facts. You know, and those who don't know me, when they read it,
learn a day.
Yeah. They do their inquiring. They do their Googling. They do all that. They're gonna learn. Oh, all right, you know, shit is real. And then I got my documentary. You know, so
right. Okay.
Matter of fact, I got 3 documentaries on the table, but I'm working on mine right now.
So the documentary now, because I was gonna get to that, but I'll let you work. This is your time. You've been getting it in. It's a pleasure to have you here. Tell me, people, a little more about this documentary now. What is this about? And, you know, how's it all gonna play out, bro?
Documentary is all about, you know, life and the life of Tip Top. Nice, you know, again, what I've been through, UK, 90s Mafia, Crip, parties, Bloods, everything, everything when it comes to Flatbush, the meaning of Flatbush, what everybody know me for, dollar vans, like everything that you can think of when you start talking about Tip Top.
Hey, let it play out. It'll be a whole documentary. It'll be
it's all facts. You know what I'm saying? Everything is all facts. I'm gonna clear the air. I'm clearing the air on a lot of stuff. A lot of what's the word? False rumors that dudes spread about me. You know, I sat back and I let a lot of people talk, say what they had to say, you know, but I never really opened my mouth too much.
All right. Okay, so listen, here we go. So when you come in the gym, you gotta have a topic. So what you say, you're gonna continue with the topic. What is the responsibility? This is the topic now, everybody. The topic of the day. Because you're in the motion, so you're gonna continue doing what you're doing. What is the responsibility of an OG? This is what we want to know. Talk to the people, bro. Continue saying what you're saying, but you know.
I don't consider myself an OG, but I just I go with it. But
what is the responsibility? This is the question.
Now the responsibility of a real dude to get an OG, because you could be an OG. Because there's a lot of OGs. There's a lot of OGs.
See? Thank you.
And they big homies is actually little homies.
So thank you. I mean, I say it, I'll be the bad guy. See?
Nah, well, when I say it, it's real.
Right.
You got dudes that's been in the streets at the same time with me and a little bit more than me, and probably got more age than me, and still they're classified as an OG, but the little dudes is getting money. It's they big homie. You know what I'm saying? And that's who a lot of people respect. So at the end of the day, for me, as being a real individual, it's keeping it real. It's guiding and directing. It's giving information. It's standing up 10 toes and not bending down because everybody else is bending. It's not trying to follow the wave. It's going against the wave. What I mean by that is because all these dudes saying is right and it's not right. I'm not gonna say it's right. And when dudes know it's wrong,
you gotta direct in the right direction. You gotta direct in the right direction. That's basically the main objective. So when motherfuckers put a niggas astray, you can't be like, yo, it's cool.
Yeah, morals, man, morals and principles is the most of all. You know, and a lot of guys, man, I'm not even gonna say guys, a lot of people don't have morals or principles anymore. That shit went out the door. You know, so at the end of the day, it's like it's for real dudes in the streets, man, that stand 10 toes up and don't sit down and piss, man. It's our obligation, man,
obligation. That's what you're saying. Direction, obligation. I just wanted these words to come out so they understand. And this is what we do. We get it in, you come in the gym, you let people know what it is, because this is somebody who's really moving out in the culture.
All day.
He knows what he's saying.
Yeah, all day. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I could point out a lot of things, man. I came home, got the clothing line, had different.
All that. I was just trying to be nice. I just wanted to talk the main stuff, so they could get better understanding.
Yeah, but you see when I plant these seeds, these are shit. This is actual facts. They're actual facts. Like I said, you got dudes who's running around here because you got mad bread, or you scamming to get your bread or whatever, but you don't have nothing. I've seen dudes push Phantoms, Bentleys, and guess what? Niggas park that shit up on the street. No backyard, no garage, on the street, in a mom's crib. Going into parties, spending 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Not investing or doing anything. But these are the dudes who everybody look up to. You know what I'm saying?
It's real.
And it's like, yo, even those dudes that's making that money, like, yo, if you get caught up, where's that money going? How you gonna spend that money? You know what I'm saying? If you get no bail, then what are you gonna do? How you gonna feed your kids? How you
that generation curse shit, man. That generation curse shit is not gonna work. We gotta start really, trying to break that chain, but make it easier for the youth. You know what I'm saying? Break that chain where they gotta go find a different way to get the bread. Now they're gonna hustle. They're gonna They're gonna fucking strip. They're gonna do everything. That's it's bad, but they're gonna do different routes to get the bread. And that may not be the right shit to do. You know what I mean? Break that.
Dudes got the wrong saying. Get it out the mud. No, can't get out. Your kids ain't even supposed to be getting out the mud. They're supposed to be handling it.
You gotta stop.
Yeah, that's the wrong thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, when do you hear Caucasian people talking about they getting out the mud? You know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff. Like I haven't really yet had too much conversation with dudes about stocks and bitcoins and real estate and stuff like that, because these dudes a lot of dudes mentality
real estate though.
It's the wrong situation. Yeah. And dude, people be thinking, you need a license to get a real estate. Nah, you don't need
a license. You don't even need no license.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, that's real. No money down, none of that shit. They're showing you how to really do it, connect the dots.
Yeah.
And it's being done. It's been done already. So it's like, what you saying is true. You don't need no license.
Yeah, like I could show a dude how to open up a restaurant without even having too much problems. I see a lot of dudes on Instagram, not taking away from them, but
right, exactly. That's what
like God said, yo, you can't have obtained mad information and be selfish with it and try to pinch the information that you obtain. You got to share it, not sell it.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? You got to share it. You can't come into a community trying to sell information to people who don't have that money.
This is true. And then you got to try to empower them and get money. So to have a restaurant or to do this or even have a party, because now you got to hire staff. You're doing shit for the community. What I'm doing essentially for the community, I'm showing people like, yo, motherfuckers getting it in, you can do it too. We all got the same 24 hours. You know what I'm saying?
All day.
Come on.
All day. It's ambition, man. And a lot of people.
Proud of you, man. You keep doing what you're doing, brother. See you on your family vibe. That's beautiful. You done made it, so ain't nothing about to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had a problem. You should have said that 10 years ago. Sorry.
They're right.
It's a blessing. You start hitting certain ages, especially when you hit 40, it's like, yo, I don't know what you're doing before 40. 30 is supposed to be an issue already. The motherfuckers be 30 and, be hurt. And the amount of dudes who's 30, them niggas wearing slack, they living like they're already 40, 50. The life they live at 30 is like a nigga who's 40, 50 already.
100%.
We have to find a way to make our money work for us and stop working for the money. You're not really working for the money now. Your money's working for you. You're gonna put a DVD out. There's gonna be something over here. It's get back to hustling all over here.
Definitely.
But it's fun cause.
Yeah, grind in, grind out. You know what I'm saying? Never stop.
I'm proud of you, man. I want to see the documentary. I think that's what the people need. You know that already, because that's apparently why you did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So, listen, how can the people get in contact with you? You know what I'm saying? And if they want to, do what they do, what's the best
bet, man? Is hit me on Instagram. My Instagram is I am King Tip Top DTN. I am King Tip Top DTN. That's the best bet. DM me. You can email me. My information is on my Instagram. I might take a little while to get back to you, but I'm
definitely cut you off 100%. I do what I don't. You have a next Instagram apparently. What's up with that one? That's more.
Oh, that's for the project. That's for the documentary of my book.
Mention that because I think you need to get that one a little more attention, man. That shit
is
That's on that. That shit good, man.
Ricardo RICARDO.
I heard that name before. Where's Ricardo from? Yeah, right. Nice.
Huh?
I heard that name before. What's that about a little bit? Where would we have seen this guy?
All in the newspaper. All on media.
Right.
Not social media, but TV, news.
Damn! It's a different kind of media.
Yeah.
What social media? It was just the media.
Yeah,
you don't want to be in the media, but you can be on social media. Oh shit.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the media, man. Not the way I plastered all over the newspapers, all in Channel 4, Channel 2, Channel different.
All the joints. I gotta start filming the joints, man. You dabble with the music industry a little bit, right? I'm not going crazy here.
Yes.
What do you think was I want to get the right question. What was most excited about being in that atmosphere? Because you spoke with Austin, apparently. Did you go to Miami ever? Did you ever go to Miami?
Of course.
I'm just asking the question. I don't know problem.
Yeah.
You spoke with the music shit a little bit, and this is off script, but we got it in already. The people know how to reach you. We made history. Let's dance a little bit. Yo, so how was that? What was the most exciting moment with that? Tell me one of the most exciting.
There's never a really most exciting situation. Appreciation.
That's even better. Let's work with that.
Appreciation. I was reading a magazine with Trina. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Appreciation is more like it, man.
Talk about it.
Like I said, I was reading a magazine probably like, 2-3 months before I came home. Right. With Rick Ross and all of them on the cover of the magazine, and then within the next six months, I was in Rick Ross' house. You know what I'm saying? So the difference of reading about Rick Ross, everybody talking about Rick Ross, and then I'm coming home, and my little homie, which is he a grown man, but my little homie grew up from under me. He plugged me in with Ross. You know what I'm saying? Ross did his homework. Ross seen what it was, and that was it. Everything was all love. That's from then I've been pushing MMG. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been around Ross and them for.
Yeah, we got always connected, man. It's a rap, man.
But, yeah, always connect. You know what I'm saying? Just like I always been connected with Bounty Killer, Montero, and all of them. You know what I'm saying? From back in the days. So it was never a starstruck situation.
We know that. You got in already. Let me ask you a question. Did you ever do any DJing?
Yeah, of course. Megato, back in the days with King Addies and Stoller. We played with all the big sounds. Now, one big sound came from Jamaica.
So listen, what was one of the biggest mistakes you think happened as far as that vibe?
I need more clarity on that.
When it came to the DJing vibe, part itself. When it came to the DJing, what do you think was one of the biggest mistakes you might have made doing the DJ? Because you could have probably still be doing that shit now. Not to say you're not doing it on your free time.
I won't say the biggest mistake. It was just know-how. Because it was all passion, fun, and it wasn't.
That sounds good. So there's no mistakes. You can't have mistakes for the love.
It wasn't about strategic. It wasn't about being.
Talk about it.
Like now.
Right.
Dudes
apparently.
You know what I'm saying? Now.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're right.
No, I mean, it's good though to be strategic because. You could better have a playing field when you're strategic. I didn't start, I didn't come home. When I came home, that's when I realized I got to be strategic of what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. We see the growth. We see the progress. We know you're getting it in, man.
One of the biggest persons I got to salute for being strategic and being the voice of the borough, man, Hollywood Butter.
That's my guy. We bring him on the show soon. We need shit like that. So you don't endorse him as like, yo, if I pass away, as time go on, if there's a butter out there, I feel like I did something. And that's it.
All day. You know what I'm saying? One thing definitely with Butter is he stay humble. He don't make the fame. He don't make the money get to his head. He not like a lot of these dudes that's out here, you know what I'm saying, that does it, and he got a lot going on, he don't brag about it.
A whole lot. He's getting it in.
It's that's a beautiful thing about it. And so much people mess with him. You know what I'm saying? And that's the great thing of all.
He is the voice. I need Steely too. I'm just gonna link you and you gonna set everything up. I thought Before you go, brother, I appreciate you all the time. Is there anything else we should look forward to before I let you go?
I'm working on my nonprofit organization.
Okay. You heard that, JP? That's how you get it in, baby. You don't fucked up now, man. I'm trying to be nice. Appreciate you, brother. I know I'm getting a little passionate, but that's what they want. Like I said, major public figure in Brooklyn, and soon to be worldwide.
Yeah, all day.
Enter, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he told you about the whole book, the documentary, how to link him. We appreciate you. And this is another episode, Getting In with Payne. I know it took some time, but this is the 3 times, and after here, it's just up. So we appreciate you, brother.
Definitely.
Thank you for taking the time out, you know what I'm saying? All blessings. Keep doing what you're doing.
Pleasure.
And we gonna get it in, man.
You getting it paid with Gintv. You already know, tip top all day. Salute, man.
Gintv.